Hi everyone, welcome back to Nelson School, Standard 5th, Subject Science. Lesson 11, Moon and Artificial Satellites. So now in this lesson we will discuss about what is moon and what are called artificial satellites. The moon. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite which is 3,84,403 kilometers away from the Earth, is revolving around the Earth, which takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution. Surface of the moon. The moon's surface is covered with dead volcanoes and craters. The surface of the moon is like nothing here on Earth. It's totally lacking any evidence of life. It has lots of fine talcum powder like dust, mixed with a complete variety of pebbles, rocks, and boulders. There is no life on the moon. The moon's weak atmosphere and its lack of liquid water cannot support life. There is no life on moon because of the absence of water, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and gravity also plays an important role for existing life that there is on the earth. Gravity of the moon. The gravity is about 1/6 as powerful or about 1.6 meters per second. The moon's surface gravity is weaker because it is far less massive than Earth. Phases of the moon. Astronomers have broken down this cycle into four primary moon phases: new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. There are also four secondary phases: waxing crescent, waxing gibbous, waning gibbous, and waning crescent. New moon. New moon occurs when the moon is on the same side of Earth as the sun. New moon generally can't be seen. Crescent moon. This intermediate moon phase comes after new moon and lasts until half of the moon's visible surface. Gibbous moon. When you see more than half of the moon, it is called gibbous moon. Full moon. When moon reaches the farthest side of the earth from the sun, you see complete moon. It is called full moon. What is waxing and waning? Waxing in maxing or growing with light until a full moon is reached. Waning is the opposite or decreasing after a full moon. An increased portion of the light on moon is called waxing moon, and decrease in the light portion of the moon is called waning moon. Now phases of the moon. New, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent. Landing on the moon. Apollo 11 was the first manned mission to land on the moon. The first steps by humans on another planetary body were taken by Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin on July 20, 1969. The astronauts also returned to Earth the first samples from another planetary body. Eclipse. An eclipse is an astronomical event. It is when one object in the sky moves into the shadow of another such object. The term eclipse is most often used to describe a solar eclipse when the moon's shadow crosses the earth's surface, or a lunar eclipse when the moon moves into the shadow of earth. Lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs when the moon moves into the earth's shadow. This can occur only when the sun, earth, and moon are exactly or very closely aligned with earth between the other two, and only on the night of a full moon. The part of shadow which is totally blocking the sunlight is umbra, and part of shadow that blocks only a part of the sunlight is called penumbra. When the earth comes between the moon and sun is called lunar eclipse. When the moon is completely in the dark shadow of the earth, it is called total lunar eclipse, and when it is partly hidden by the shadow of earth, it is called partial lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the new moon moves between the sun and earth, fully or partially blocking out the sun's rays and casting a shadow on parts of the earth. This can only happen when the sun, moon, and earth are nearly aligned on a straight line. When moon comes in between earth and sun, it is called solar eclipse. Tides. Tides are very long period waves that move through the ocean in response to the forces exerted by the moon and sun. Tides originate in the ocean and progress toward the coastline, where they appear as the regular rise and fall of the sea surface. Artificial satellites. An artificial satellite is an object that people have made and launched into orbit using rockets. The size, altitude, and design of a satellite depend on its purpose. First artificial satellite called Sputnik 1, meaning a fellow traveler, was launched by the Soviet Union USSR on October 4, 1957. First Indian artificial satellite named Aryabhat was launched on 19th of April in 1975. Now the types of satellites are weather satellite. It is helping in taking pictures of the movement of clouds and to help forecast weather. Astronomical satellites help to observe distant galaxies, planets and other space objects. Communication satellites helps in sending messages from one country to another. Remote sensing satellites are used to locate mineral resources, underground water, etc. Military satellites, these are spy satellites. It helps in detecting the launch of missiles, the direction of the ships, etc. Navigation satellites are used for providing geographical locations of the objects. Scientific satellites helps to carry out the studies of the earth and its environment. Space travel. Space exploration is the use of astronomy and space technology to explore outer space, while the exploration of space is carried out mainly by astronomers with telescopes. A spacesuit is a garment worn to keep a human alive in the harsh environment of outer space, vacuum, and temperature extremes. It is made out of a combination of nylon, spandex fibers, and liquid cooling tubes. The white color is to help reflect heat from the suit. Summary. Moon is a natural satellite of the Earth. It takes 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution. There is no atmosphere on the moon. Every night shape of the moon changes due to revolution of the moon around the earth. The gravity of the moon is 1/6 of the earth's gravity. Eclipses occur when the earth, the sun and the moon are in a straight line. Gravitational pull of the moon causes high and low tides. Artificial satellites are very useful for communication, weather forecasting and study of the earth and its environment. Thank you.